Hello friends, and welcome to our weekday or weekend play Skyrim time. Boy, my throat just did not want to do that. So we are here. And I was going to go do that, and now I don't think I'm going to. I was going to go and get a pickaxe because I remembered where I could find one, and then I realized, I have a different option for that, and it's a little bit easier. So we're going to do that instead. Because there's actually a couple of them in the Pine Watch, but you have to go pretty far in to get to them, and there's a mine that's not that tough, just around the corner. So we're going to go to Embershard. Although first I want to see, recently I found one of those, yay! Found a juvenile mud crab. I love to do the fishing quest, like to have all of the fishes that what's his face swims. I can't remember his name now, but what he wants, so that after I finish all of Viria's stuff, I can just go up to him and be like, "Okay, I'm ready for the next one. I'm ready for the next one," and bam, 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 just get them all out at once. I think it's hilarious. So, we're not going to go to Helgen, though I often do start out going that direction, but today I want to take us over the river and through the woods. To Embershard Mine we go. And this is the kind of night it's going to be, apparently. Like I said on the last video, I haven't been feeling great, although today's been better than most of the previous ones. So, cheers. Hooray. That's gonna hurt. Yep, got it. Okay, let's get our bow on. Oh, hey. There's something here. Why, what is this? Oh, it's just the hunters.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
That's a bandit. I mean, a bad time for you, maybe. Down, boy. Jerks. I thought you were a bunch of hunters. You totally could have psyched me out there. Oh! I mean, I don't actually need it, but thanks for the gold. And some food. Good on ya. That's pretty funny right there. Oh, this is one of the books that has that one of the fetch quests has. No, I don't need to sleep, actually, so we're just going to keep on keeping on. Whee! Huh. I'm pretty sure that down here there's a pair of wolves for the murderizing. There's usually a pair of wolves. Which means wolf pelts. I am sneaking. Hey, who tied my shoelaces together? There's another one of those bonus points if you get where that joke comes from. I got lots of them. Lots of jokes. Make sure we have instinct. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I think I've mentioned instincts is basically scent and hearing in a lot of regards. Oh, I have no intention of getting closer until after I put an arrow through your eyeball. You did. You did hurt something. Good job. I already have one, but thank you. Oof. I gotta get better arrows, though. Because these iron arrows kinda stink. This mine is so funny. Excuse me. Gonna steal all the torches. You don't actually want the torches, but I love making it easier to sneak. Yeah, she's dead. Alright. Are you going to thoroughly fail your spot check? Why, yes, you are.
Anybody there?
Yes, somebody is definitely here. Good guess. Give me those mushrooms. And where's my pickaxe? Why, thank you. Little bit of iron in my life. That didn't work, but you know what? I'm not in filk mode, okay? Ta-da! Ta-dance. Ooh, overburden time. As one does. So let's do with the lightning things up. First, we're going to do that because who needs it? Oh, I have a lot of blacksmithing crap I need to put away. Crud, junk, stuff, things. That's it. Amethyst and an extra box and a whole bunch of wood. Garnets. Garnets are kind of funny to me because one of the things we do for a bachelor's of science in geology is this thing called field camp. And field camp is basically a month to up to 2 months. I think 6 weeks is the most common duration for most people's time at field camp, where you're out in places with geologic significance. My school went to the University of Montana Western, which is probably the most common location for field camps to be based out of because, you know, the infrastructure is there and it's part of this fold and thrust belt that's just really, really nifty and relatively easy to map. So we did that for a month, but we were actually at a slightly different location, and I wish I could, to save my life, remember the name of the spot we were at, but it had a bed of this Precambrian stuff down at the very bottom of it. And of course we had this running joke because we were like, hey professor, what sits underneath this Precambrian belt supergroup? And they're like, we don't really know. And so we of course said, okay, can we just write in the flames of hell? You know, and we had all these little diagrams and stuff. I mean, we were extremely salty at field camp. That's sort of the norm for this particular excursion. And my school, it was only a month long. It was actually one of the shortest, I think. And we would get students from other schools that would come to take our field camp because it was a little shorter and it cost a little bit less, but it still counted for the same credits at their schools. So, you know, it was popular. But so this Precambrian stuff, it's part of this group called, it's a super group called the Belt. And it's a lot of sedimentary rocks that have been somewhat metamorphosed. I mean, not heavily metamorphosed, but enough that they grow garnets. And it's part of the same complex that's really famous up in North Idaho for being the only place in the world with 6-point star garnets. So we have, the possibility of finding some very nice stones out there if we're extremely lucky. And so I was really keeping an eye peeled because my mom's, one of her favorite gemstones is garnets. Oh, we're going to blur that, aren't we? So my mom loves garnets, and I was like, yeah, if I could find her a garnet while I was out here, that'd be really cool. I could, do some beadwork maybe. Because I do that. I do a lot of different random hobbies. So, we had our eyes peeled. Well, the second day we were at this location, and this happened after my partner and I stumbled into the wrong paddock, which is where the bull was being housed, and went, that's a really big cow. Oh, shh, bad words, And so then we had to, hurry out of that particular enclosure because we didn't want to be tete-a-tete with an angry bull. So we hurried out. But they had predicted, and the term that they used was dangerous-sized hail. And so we were like, yeah, that's probably not ideal for us, out here in the middle of this woods, climbing all over this mountain. And so we said to our professor, what do we do if it starts hailing like that? And one of the students, who was not from our school, he was from a school I went to later actually, had brought instead of a clipboard, most of us had a clipboard. This kid had brought a large piece of wood. And it was real thin, but it was pretty big. And our professor said, well, beat him up and steal his map board. He goes, if that doesn't work, just hold your backpacks over your head and run. So we're sitting here going, oh, great, we're going to end up concussed if we're lucky, because the clouds are rolling in, and my partner and I are kind of on the slow side. I'm a fat kid with a bum ticker, and she has arthritis in her ankles. And so we would, make a point of climbing to the top of every mountain and peeing on it. That was our ritual. Climb to the top, pee on it. So that was how we motivated ourselves, is that we're going to pee on the top of this frickin' mountain. So we just, and we always made it. We always were just really slow, but we were very persistent, so we could do it. So we'd finished all the mapping we were going to get done for that day. The clouds are rolling in, and we're like, yeah, I think we're done now. And so we were hurrying back, following this little bit of a stream bed, trying to get back to where one of the two vans was parked. And I'm still just super determined to find a good garnet. And I'm looking around and I see something on the ground. And the clouds are, it's just getting faster and faster. And I'm not sure if it's a garnet or a deer turd. And so I'm standing there with a stick poking this thing on the ground. My partner's going, what are you doing? And I just yelled back, I'm not sure if it's poop or a garnet. And it turned out to be a very nice garnet, actually, well-shaped. I don't think it had a star in it, but it was very good for the type of garnets that grow in that particular area. And so I got to collect it, and it made a really nice necklace for my mom. So I was pretty happy with that one. And it was funny, as are most things that we get up to in the field. That same trip was responsible for what we like to refer to as the field trip song, which goes, when the van rolls over, we will die. When the van rolls over, we will die. Will we laugh or will we cry? When the van rolls over, when the van rolls over, when the van rolls over, we will die. Because there were so many times where the professor would yell, everybody lean to the right, everybody lean to the left. Because the roads were bad, and this is a 12-passenger van crammed full of undergraduates who probably weren't sober when they went to bed and may not be sober yet in the morning. Because it's kind of a thing geologists do, is we drink a lot when we're out in the field. And almost everybody I knew in undergrad and in grad school, at least half of the people I worked with made their own beer. They all took up brewing as hobbies, and I suspect that was just to save themselves a lot of money. my advisor actually taught a brewing class at one of the brew pubs that we had in town, and the town that we were in had a couple of really good brew pubs. So we were always kind of goofy. Of course, on a totally different trip, I think was the most memorable van moment, because we never did manage to roll one of the vans. It just wasn't a thing that happened, because all of these people driving them have been doing this for decades at this point. And plus, with all the rocks that we would take back as samples, we were bottom heavy, which probably saved us a lot of trouble. But we were on a trip to Utah one year, and every spring break they would offer a class, and it was a graded class, and you would go for 10 days, and then you would come back, and there would be some essays you had to write and a couple of other things. But we were down at, and if you ever get the chance to go to Utah, it's near Thanksgiving Point. They have the Lehigh Museum of Ancient Life is there, and they're pretty freaking awesome. But the Johnson Farms dinosaur trackways. But we were going out to an in situ location where there were also some dinosaur tracks before going to the museum, which, again, the museum is just fantastic. We had a lot of fun with the gentleman that was running it at the time, because he was like showing us where, and this dinosaur was limping like this, and he'd act it out. And then he got really excited and showed us the cloaca print, which is basically its butt print. But there was a patch of sand that had drifted across this very lackluster road. And our van got stuck, and it took like 6 of us to push it out of the sand. And so we went to the instructor that was driving the other van, who was this teeny tiny little old lady. And we said, get a good run at it. I swear to God, her van caught air going over that patch of of sand. I was like, I am glad I am riding in the other van, because you are terrifying. Oh, but it was fun. We always had fun on those trips. They tended to be incredibly intense, and also just really, really good ways to learn. Because you get out there and you actually get your hands on, and you're measuring stuff, and it just makes so much more sense. And you get a better feel for scale. I'll never forget standing at Dead Horse Point and looking off into the distance, and one of the professors said, "That's a People Dome over there." And it was 5 miles across, and it looked like my thumb. I mean, it was just tiny comparatively. And that was, I think, the moment that the scale of things really kind of came home. So it was neat. All right, let's head to Riverwood. Now that we've beat up these bandits and done our good deed for the day. Where are the wolves? I know there are a pair. Did I just hear them? No, that's a fox. I like foxes. I'm not going to kill them if I can avoid it. There we go. Alright, come on, puppers. You are not good doggos. I'm still super proud of that Minecraft wolf, incidentally. Come on, let's go. I'm bored. It was a dog my mom had. His name was Brutus, and he was the sweetest little lab, but he had the attention span of a gnat. And when he would get bored, he'd come up to her and he'd lean against her side and he'd say, which was, "Mom, I'm bored. Let's play." And then when he got older and didn't have so much energy, it meant, "Mom, it's bedtime. Let's go lay down." He was such a sweet boy. He was the smartest dog. Carrots and a piece of cheese. Now we can do with the running until those stupid wolves show up. Am I going to miss them entirely? Apparently. It's that second one. Usually I don't want to see them. Today I was like, yes, make with the wolves. Alright, I think we're going to have to go to the inn because it's the middle of the night. It's okay. I can start that whole Sven Faendale thing, which I always start with Sven and then immediately go tell Camilla what he's doing. Because I think he's a douche. Oh. I know, Shadow Mom is being squirmy. Too warm.
Faendal thinks he can move Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine. Camilla Valerius. I've seen him sneaking over to the Riverwood traders. You may be right. Here, give Camilla this letter. It's full of
You know, I was
venison
thinking
nonsense.
more along
Tell
the
her
lines
to
of
thank
going to Camilla and telling her straight up how you feel, not being a liar. But if that's the route you want to go, I can't stop
You're
you.
that visitor. Sure thing. It's yours.
I
for a day.
literally just got into town. I have not been poking around.
Just loud gun.
Down with the Stormcloaks. No, down with the Empire. You butthead. They're the ones that tried to cut my head off. There we go. Level up. Oh goody, I'm level 4.
The Stormcloaks and restore what we know.
But I'm a Red Guard, and I don't think the Empire has the right of it. So, you know, I think it makes sense.
Blood that our steel we will take back up.
Of course, I'm not going to go talk to Camilla until I have the Golden Claw, so. But I am going to go talk to Girder. Hey, lady, do you have things? Oh, you're not Girder. I know. Oh, please. There's my friend.
New to Riverwood? Here's the key to...
I am.
There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need
Okay.
to get word to Jarl Valgruff in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you
I can do that.
for me, I'll be in your debt.
You got it, lady. After I steal everything not nailed down in your house. And pick some more flowers. Up and over the fence we go. Reagents, reagents, oh, oh, oh. It's like, I know that these Let's Plays are not the most popular thing that I could be doing with my time or posting on this channel. Well, one of the reasons I do them, though, is just to be another voice out there for anybody who's feeling lonely or, you know, lost. Just to say, you know, there's somebody else out here who's thinking about you, even if I don't know who you are. And is hoping you do well. I mean, that's just my general approach to people. Like, I don't understand people very well because autism, but I care. I have all these things I want. Oh, I don't need that hatchet anymore. I don't want your kettle. That's a silly thing. Or these silly torches. They are freaking heavy. I'm going to take all the money, though. Probably not interested in the plates. Some cheese, though.
I
Hey,
told
Raylo.
you my sister would help us out.
You sure did say that thing. Crazy thing, that whole dragon, wasn't it? Again, rude. mean, I can't carry an infinite supply of food stolen from somebody else's house? How uncalled for. Good Lord. I need all the gold so I can buy the house for the children's. Nope. I'm pretty sure I have, yep. Let's cook the meat so we don't accidentally give ourselves food poisoning. I'm really good at that. And then vegetable soup. One of the most useful soups you can make because it regenerates your stamina. And eventually, when I want to train my block, I will need that a lot. What are we doing for... Yeah, this is good. And that.
You should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today.
Yes, yes, I have.
Know what the coming of the dragon means.
Well, not Ulfric necessarily, but the people who taught Ulfric certainly. Not today, bud, not today. Actually, let's put down the... Oh, yeah, I definitely need to do that. Gonna lighten our load. Lighten our load. Ingots and ore and linen and more. I love the storage thing. So helpful.
I'm glad to help any way I can.
Hi, doggo. There we go. Much more manageable weight. All right. Bleak Falls Barrow. Barrow, not barrel. Let's do this. Going for a swim. I gotta go down by Markarth and get that mask. I love Volsung because it has the water breathing and carrying capacity buff, which is about as good as it gets. Sword time, because there's a naughty wolf up here. And I swear this wolf responds faster than the norm. Bad dog. Alright, now it's time for the shooty thing. Wee! Wee! We're having fun? Having fun. And all the kid tickets. I'm low enough level that Frost Troll probably won't be here. It's cold. Alright, one of the dinguses is at the base of that tree, I believe. Let's find out if I was even close. It's a good spot. Alright, I can't zoom yet. pretty sure. Nope. Missed. In fairness, though, you know, I'm a long way away and can't zoom in. Oh, hey, you came to where I could actually see you. Thanks, friend. Dead. Where's the number 2? Come on, bud. Way down here. Okay, there you are. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said, I'm almost always a sniper. I love doing that on Halo Infinite, getting the sniper rifle. I'm just hanging out on top of a really tall cliff. And I'll go to things like the Redoubt of Sundering, or the ones where you have to, like, destroy some sort of container that's above ground until they realize you're nearby. And I'll bust one of them before they get a chance to pull them down. Because I think it's funny to just be like, oh, and now you're done. Unless I can have my favorite tank, Sheila. Sheila, come back to me. I made you a muffin. I know it's cold. And this guy's dumb.
Time to end this little...
Yep, I concur. Time to end it. Done. Dipstick. Nope, and yep, and nope. This is that Lawbringer quest, so I can claim certain things. So like the Pine Moon Bridge is the one that I typically use it for, because I freaking hate those bandits. There is not enough iron ore in the game. You stop that. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down, because I get overburdened way too easily this early in the game. And until I do that obnoxious Fortify Restoration Potion thing, then it won't be a problem. Because of course carry weight will be one of the enchantments I put on my gear. Alright, let's go make life difficult for some bandits. Some more bandits. This obviously we just made life difficult or impossible, I guess, for those three. Cold, 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 cold. Not a fan. I always have to have the Dragonstone before I go talk to Farengar, because it's funny. Oh, oh, I'm going too slow, so let's move. Bustle, Red Guard. I only want to stomp on snow if I'm going skiing, dang it. Not yet. There's one, there's the other. Let's gain some sneak, shall we? You guys are dumb. You're deaf. There you go. All better. That's what I thought. You are not close enough for me to pick up, which means you're also not close enough to see me. Bad shot. Worse. Oh, come on. There we go. Weak sauce. Ah. At least it's warmer now. Why does the skeever have gemstones on it? Seriously.
That guard knows wants to go on ahead and let him. Rather than us risking the damage.
What department has to come back? I want my share from that account.
Just shut it.
There's your share. That's what you get for being bandits. Ooh, more arrows. I'm sure I have plenty right now, but that's not actually a thing, so. Okay, so. Those things are always worth looting. Sometimes I even do it when they're empty. It's like barrels. You sort of assume. Okay. It's just around that corner, isn't it? Must have tripped over that plate. Ooh, linen, which in the base game is not terribly useful, but with my mods, I need linen. Thank you. Food time. There we go. Alright, let's go rescue a stupid elf. Let's see. Oh, this Nimrod. Go on, get yourself killed because you weren't paying attention to the puzzle. You're slow. And dumb. Snake, snake, whale. Gold from the dead guy. Boom. How did you get stuck when your buddy got through earlier? Doesn't make any sense. Ooh. Useful. One day I'll actually pass that spot check and realize it's empty before I open it. Nah. That's just not a thing I do. Twazium, come on. Or don't, I guess. You do you. Oh, now you want to play. Jerk. Okay, now I think it's time to save an elf from a spider. Yep, there he is. I never bother chasing this guy down either. He always gets himself killed. Useful things. Also useful. Well, you're a big needy baby, aren't you?
Help me! Help!
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
I mean, other than the fact that you were about to be spider food, but whatever. You're not going to make it past the Droger anyways. And then I'll just loot your corpse. So go nuts. Do what you wanna do. I'm gonna trip over things. Let's see. Reason I'm gonna have to put down my blacksmithing box in a second. And look, I passed the spot check for once. I'll fail it again here in a second, don't worry. Oh, there we go. Failed it again. Go team. Alright, let's find some Droger to kill. One, two, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, you're gonna die on the floor. Couldn't even take on a base Droger. Come on, man. Kind of pathetic, don't you think? Let's not step on the plate and get ourselves killed by the trap. I'm gonna save that for the Droger. The restless ones are a little bit tougher. But not that tough, clearly. Alright, there's 3 of them down here. One, 2's gonna be over here. Rude. 3 is coming out from there. Can you tell I've played this game several times in the past? And that's all of them. You didn't even get out of your bed, my friend. Oh, I knew it. More garments. Lots of linen. That would be the thing. Alright, let's do this. Cast Summon Droger. Apparently not. Oh, there it is. Or rather was. There, okay. Not enough to wake you up, huh? It's alright, I like getting rid of the oil on the ground. There it is. And last but certainly not least, down. Shadow, you're not a cat. I swear, she's a dog dressed like a cat. Never have I seen a feline that clumsy. It's a flat surface. She just wants to remind me that she's the baby and she can do what she wants, and I'm not supposed to be rude to the baby. Sure. Now we're gonna wade down the stream. Sometimes I'm like, why are these traps so easy? And then I remember that their point was to keep the Droger in, not to keep people out. It's true. Don't need that skull. Do you want the ore? glowing mushrooms for making with the blacksmithing potions. Back to a crouch. How do you like them palms? Nice. I'm gonna end up getting multiple levels out of this nonsense. Oh darn. There's the Droger. Where's the Droger going? This is the nice part about doing this one real early level is it's not a troll. And I hate the frost troll. Alright. That was just the instincts. When I stop and the vision gets kind of funny like that, it's the instincts kicking in. There you are. Well, that was rude. Do some manners. And then steal your stuff. Sit down with them at the table of peace to discuss a better tomorrow. A tomorrow that's better without them in it, because we've poisoned their food at the table and stabbed them in the eye with a fork and have taken all their stuff. There's another bonus points if you can tell me where the quote came from. It's one of my favorite lines. Watch my joystick drift while I drink my soda. Jones Cola, by the way. I think this one's strawberry lemonade. Yeah. Overburden, here I come. Ah, more traps. There we go. Okay, my aim's off. I blame the stupid Droger for moving. There we go. You didn't even have a chance to get out of bed. Serves you right. Give me that arrow back. Up, up, here we go. Yeah, I know, I just missed a couple of arrows. Don't care. I didn't actually care about the one I picked up either. It was just a thing to do. And now let's get rid of this oil. This fire is fun. Yep, we're almost there. Here it is. And now I'm going to let the cat out of the bag vis-a-vis this droger. Once, twice, 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. There we go. Like I said, I've played this game a couple of times. I remember most of the patterns. Alright. Gonna grab a quick save. Because this part can sometimes kick my butt. Stop it. Rotten controller. Huh? Actually, what I'm going to do is see about those perk points I've been hanging on to. That will help. And then I think I have 1 left. I might not have any left. Okay. I'd have to sleep. And I kind of want to, but I'm not gonna. So I know that the only way to, well, the way that you trigger that thing is to get your word. And so I'll often kind of fart around in here for a minute before I do that. So you can hear it now. There we go. Nice. I should sleep, honestly. Like I said, I probably have at least 2 levels waiting for me. But that is okay good. Touch the wall and run for it. Okay, another quick save. Because there are a lot of times where this booger kicks my buns. Ooh, and today has the potential to be one of those. Nope. Repositioning. Oh, I think it's stuck on a rock. Excellent. Yes! Nice! I can't tell you how many times that thing has killed me. And, yep, overburdened. Do I have the strong box yet? I do not. So that's going to go, for now, in my blacksmithing supplies. Which is where I'm putting all the things I want to hang on to until later. So, like, that is one I'm gonna break. Now I don't have to sneak anymore. Thank goodness. Ugh, encore. Gimme. Is this magic wielding better? Back with the blacksmithing supplies. That's not blacksmithing supplies, dingus. Yeah, 22 pounds worth of that. Oh, those were both armor. What am I thinking? Those will get sold. That's all gonna get sold. But doesn't weigh much. And we're about to go to Whiterun, so we'll make it to Whiterun and see if we've made enough money to buy a house yet. I doubt it, but we're getting there. And the sooner we can buy a house, the sooner we can start rescuing some kids. And then we have to go kill that jerk in Rorikstead. Specifically so we can adopt his children. And then maybe we'll go take out Grelin. It's always fun to suplex her. Because if you sneak up behind her and then do a melee attack without a weapon, you just grab her and, you know, bam. I didn't actually want that, but okay. Alright, let's do this. Big bad level 4. I have to put a poll up and decide if we want to go to Solstheim early, what quest to take on. How am I injured? That is not okay good. But I just want to get up and over this mountain. There's a comic, and I can't remember who did it, but it was like carriage service, riding a horse, the network of roads, magical fast travel. No, the best way to get around in the map is to jump up a 75-degree slope. And I cannot even count how many times I've done it. Heck of a view, though, isn't it? Ah, my headphones are not happy with me. That's all right. Yeah. Okay, that I understand. I'm hurt. Yay, training restoration. There is a giant's encampment. Yes, I know, it's cold. It's what happens when you run around at the top of mountains. It gets colder the higher up you go. I grew up on the side of a mountain in North Idaho. And we would go up in the spring, and as you would climb to the top, you could actually, you know, experience the change in temperature going up to the top. And so, like, the higher areas would have the, would still have snow, while the place down where we lived was a little bit warmer, so it wasn't snowy in the spring and summer. And what was funny about this particular mountain is at the very top of it there had been, because the view from the top of this mountain was just spectacular. I mean, that's why you would climb up there. It had been a fire lookout station for a long time, but then it burned down. Which is, of course, kind of funny. Yes, I know, you need to charge, you booger. It's rude. Alright, we can do with the running now. For all that I have no stamina. Ooh. Luna moths. I don't actually care as much about the... Oh, come on. There it is. They're obnoxiously hard to find sometimes. But also worth it because invisibility potions. suppose I could sleep through the night. I'm not going to. Mostly because I want to go kill that giant. The one that the companions are fighting. And they tell me off even though I help. It's all a headcanon. Don't worry, folks. We'll be back shortly. I mean, not tonight, because we've hit about the hour mark, and that's about as long as I like to make these. This is so random. I'm still not sure which mod has put this in here, but there's just a door. It just hangs out there. Alright. Where's the giant? That's a tree. There it is. You're welcome. I think I got a kill shot. Maybe not. But I still hit it. Hello, friend.
You handled yourself well. You
Oh,
could make for a
thank you.
decent shield system.
I like you.
An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Urvaskar.
Which we will
Old
do
man's
because
got good
werewolf
sense.
is better than
He can look in your
vampire.
eyes. If you go to him, good luck.
Just because I hate the vampires.
You might be sick.
I am.
You look strong. Come to Norvasker and be a companion.
Wait. Farkas? Okay. Farky poo. There's a nerd root down here. The humming. Oh, blue mountain flowers. I can never ever collect blue mountain flowers without thinking of Cops Skyrim. And if you have not watched that series and you are into Skyrim, which I assume, you should watch it. It's hilarious. Especially the first 2 seasons. Here I come to warn the Jarl. Not that anybody ever actually listens to me.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about.
That's
Official
really
business
stupid.
Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach at the top of the hill.
Okay, dude, how is that a surprise to you? Like, Riverwood's over there. The dragon was last seen in Helgen. It's a straight line. Logic is not their strong suit. Oh, dwarven stuff. I love dwarven stuff, just generally.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Imperial soldiers can eat a bag of eggplant. You should. I don't actually care that much about Ulfric.
Have it. I'll take the job. Don't expect it.
I'm just all about the Empire sucks. And I want them to so go away. Gonna grab lots of reagents. So that when I go up to Dragon's Reach.
Need something?
Oh, you're not who I wanted. Never mind.
Damn,
Thought you were more useful.
Back to storm close.
And yet you sell out one of their kids. Jerk. And also, the Empire sucks. It's not even led by an actual Dragonborn anymore. So give me the crown, and then we'll talk. And I don't even believe in the divines. Like, whatever. I only believe in two things. The void and the creation. Yin and yang. It's a balance. Sadar and Satan. And if we're talking like in real life, mostly I just believe in gravity. I like to say there's no such thing as an immovable object, only unstoppable force. And in nature, that force is gravity. Literally nothing can trump gravity. That's why stars are a thing. And black holes. And pulsars. And all sorts of things. What else is there to grab around here? Oh, there's so many reagents in this town. Which is handy. Failed the spot check again. It's ironic because in real life my spot check is actually pretty good. Because it's a pattern, almost always.
You say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
I know, I saw it.
Be ready.
No, you won't. But I'm
If you wish
around,
to hunt,
so...
your feet need to be quick and your eyes quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. But now is not the time, my friend. Wrong way.
Talk of dragons. World gone mad, I say.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Those things are freaking scary. But it's okay. You have me. And happily, you didn't succeed in chopping my head off. Jackaloon. Oh, I have kitty cuddles. This part's funny because Irileth's gonna come yell at me in here. I'm like not even trying to approach her Jarl, but she's got her cranky pants on. Alright, things to break and or sell. Did I put any of them in the satchel? Because sometimes I do that.
This thing.
What's the meaning of this?
See what?
interruption?
Look,
Jarl
I'm
Balgruuf
talking
is
to
not
this
receiving
guy.
visitors.
Okay, but what about Berengar?
As House Carl,
Jacqueline.
my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. Do you know about Helgen?
I was
Jarl
there.
want to speak to you. Approach.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, apparently I'm storing things in here right now. That's actually better than what I'm currently wearing. Would be really overburdened running around this silly town for a while. Keeping the iron war axe, thank you. Excuse me while I break things. Or don't, I honestly don't care. Yay! Wasn't that fun? Hey, Dingbat Wizard,
It
come here.
seems this damnable conflict is claimed every... I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
Smarter than most. Nope. Nope. Yep. Ooh, excuse me. Perfect. Give me books I need. Okay, I actually love this one. But I don't want to spend all the coins. Alright, the one I have to have is muffled. Everything else, iffy. Maybe not. Okay. Ugh, I'm gonna spend way too much gold here. Am I doing books?
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
I will, eventually. And now we're gonna take forever to get anywhere. It's my opinion on that subject. And I'm down under 2,000 gold, which sucks. But pretty soon I'll get the invite to do Hendrelheim, and that'll make me happy. That's probably my favorite house.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
I did.
Body, Spear Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should
Well, I mean,
send
your
troops to Riverwood.
The house was built literally to
In the
trap
most
dragon.
immediate danger. The dragon is lurking in the mountains.
Location. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough!
not.
I'll not stand idly by while a dragon burns
You're
my hold and
imperial.
slaughters my
Full
people.
flip. Sigurd
Irileth,
can
send a detachment to
sit on
Riverwood
attack.
at once.
be a terrible Jarl anyways.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
Okay, you prissy little
Well
booger.
done. You sought me out on your own initiative.
I
You've
did.
done Whiterun a service.
I know.
won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
More things for me to
There
sell.
is
Awesome.
Another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps.
You don't even
Come,
know
let's
how
go find
talented I am,
Faringar,
baby.
my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
I have such sweet kitties. I'm never allowed to be alone for more than about 30 seconds, though. And Miss Mary is a big girl. She's probably 25 pounds, at least. She's huge. So she can open doors.
Faringar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons.
You're gonna love
Yes,
me
I could use someone to
when we
fetch
trap a
something
dragon.
for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Where am I going?
Straight
What
to
am
the
I
point.
getting?
I
Yep.
learned of a certain. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet. No.
Oh, you mean this?
The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me.
No joke.
That is where you.
Do 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 do. Stomp, 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 stomp. I'm gonna steal all your dishes. I gotta go visit Belfort. I'll get there when I get there, lady. Let's move a little quicker. Yes, yes, I know. You're severely overburdened. Keep moving.
I've already ordered my men to muster in the main gate.
Don't fail.
I want all these books so I can sell them to Farengar to get back some of my gold.
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend.
Damn Jarl.
Need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You
And make sure it doesn't
survived
resurrect.
Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here.
So
And I
did
haven't forgotten the
Tullius.
service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal army.
Okay.
I would very much like
So-
to see this dragon.
I'm gonna go ahead and save here. I'll probably finish up selling things off
I need you here working on ways to defend the city against
because that's
these
boring.
enemies.
And we
you
will
command.
go fight a dragon
One last
next
thing.
time.
This isn't a
Thanks
camp
for hanging
or
with me.
warriors.